What? I got the whole screen. Oh, no. Not the whole screen. Oh.
Doing things a little different on a Tuesday. It's B-Phlat. It's Tighten Up Tuesday. She's live in Philadelphia. Hey, you know what? How about this, B? Oh. With the border. Late start thanks to Tuesdaze. That's my fault. No Deja tonight. She's out sick, so you're dealing with me doing 15 jobs. I'm live in St. Louis. B's dancing in your heart from Philadelphia like she does every single Tuesday right here on the Two Funny Mamas YouTube channel. Break it down for him, B. Get those cash apps ready. She dropped her whole hand to the floor. Let's get a sweat going for you up top, B.
I don't want to sweat in my good silk shirt.
Welcome to the show, B. Little bit of a different intro, a little bit of a late intro, and that's on who? Chris Whitley, right here.
Oh, go on, Chris Whitley. I am going to put that on Chris Whitley. Go on, Chris Whitley, and tell him why we're starting late. You have 2 things to apologize for tonight, up front.
Old Sherri Denman here is engineering and lending my talents as co-host / producer / everything. Deja's out sick. She'll be back. So I get to jump in on
why
that.
We start late?
Oh, why did we start late?
Because you got in late?
No, I had to tend to owning a business and doing the things that I have to do. And Deja was sick, so then I had to do all the stuff she has to do.
You didn't look at the drive and see the format sheet?
I couldn't. I was busy up until I got here.
I know. 5 minutes before the show started.
It's tough out here for
your other thing, Chris, before we start the show and let everybody know what we do on this dynamic DIY podcast every Tuesday.
Oh, we do a lot of fun stuff. You want an apology for the episode numbers?
Oh, yeah, don't let the people know that you were. Once
in a while,
we ain't got all that.
Christopher Aloysius Denman makes a mistake. And I did. You know what? I gave B a lot of trouble. And what's awesome for me is I get to now invoice for another episode. She could have just kept her mouth shut and her pride tight, and I wouldn't have charged her for that episode.
That's not the point.
No, we did. B is correct. So wait, is tonight 116?
You see the log sheet.
I'm sorry, I see a hot flash log.
No, it says TUT, missed episode. Let me put it up close.
So 116. Gotcha.
And I highlighted the ones. Oh, Chris, don't play around. That's why I was all like, I know what number I'm on because I move the numbers up when I miss an episode. So thank you for apologizing while you was trying to go off on me for 2 weeks, giving me the blues. I'm like, no, B, you're wrong. Wrong episode. Ooh,
Two
child.
things.
Things ain't going to get easier. They're not going to get easier for you, Chris, because you try to play me out about my numbers. And numbers is what I do. So
Two things.
I appreciate you apologizing.
2 things.
What 2 things?
In honor of the great Eric Tucker, I'm sorry, and it'll never happen again.
I know it won't, because if you ever have a discrepancy, all you got to do is check with me on the numbers before you put it out there.
Turn that
you
in.
Be like, oh, let me check with B before I start saying, since we on episode 253, and she said it's 254.
Turn that saying into either poetry or a beat, like a verse.
What saying?
You just said it.
You know,
if there's ever another discrepancy, talk to me.
Check with me.
Check with me.
I easily talk.
Check with me. My name's B. There.
Oh, my man. I'm just saying, so you won't have to have this live
This moment of
moment
shame.
again. I didn't call it that.
If I had a sword right through the abdomen.
Oh, if you'd have just checked with me, you wouldn't have to worry about all of that.
Okay, good.
All right. We are.
Well, I know you're going to be surprised, B. The live chat is seething with activity.
What's up?
How about you chum the waters at the beginning. They're going to be excited. Let's say hi to Pack 93, HR, Pat S, MM, saying drop it low. Irina's in the house. Baby Ruth Candy is enjoying Chris Whitley. Lena Love like Chris Whitley. At least we all get it. We're all in on the joke. Conversations with Dr. Kim J says my laptop is 5 seconds behind. Let's see who else we got. Shade from Pack 93. B's got receipts from MM. Joy Harrison says, B keeps receipts. That's true. Mocha says it's okay, Chris. Menopause in effect. That's me.
Ooh, yeah. I ain't got nothing else to do.
Irina, get it right, DZ. B's on top of all of the things. Missy Shu, B is the ultimate record keeper and Jane of all trades. Fair. Cheryl says get the likes up. Jennifer Grant saying good night already. Good night, Jennifer. And hello from Booby. We have Booby in the chat. And Sherri Danette. Okay.
Everybody knows somebody named Booby. I knew somebody in Meacham Park named Booby.
I knew this guy, Booby Miles. He hurt his knee playing football, and that was tough.
I just said it, Chris. Everybody
lived
knows
in
somebody.
Austin, Texas. Yeah.
Well, let me go and get my shout outs in. Of course, I always got to shout out Sounds of Noel and Daphne.
Love it.
You don't know, and they're just joining the show for the first time. Daphne is my assistant and brings all of the creative writing for me and the show and beyond to fruition. She just uses all the big ass words that if I'm long-winded, Daphne can short it down into like 2 big ass words. Like, I love her. She's just amazing, just an amazing writer. So if you need something, holler at her. Of course, I got to give a shout out to Mighty Kind, Chris. People are, first of all, I'm grateful that we've extended Mighty Kind to 2 months of the 20% discount. So every time you go in and order in March and April, if you put in Picasso, you get 20% off. Look at that. That's Daphne up there.
Yeah, we're catching up. We're playing a little catch up. All right, so let's get back to the sponsor. Let's get that graphic up. Tell us about it.
I'm telling you that go and throw that first Mighty Kind graphic up. That ain't the first one. And you be talking about Deja.
First of all, I don't do this.
I see.
Yeah.
That's why we late. But it's all good. You doing the best you can. And I appreciate that.
I'm gonna make you take some improv classes. I think that's what we.
I
think that was a little thing called yes and. Little thing called yes and.
I take class on how to hold back.
All right, where's I don't see the first flyer then. Which one is it?
You had it. It was the green one with the yellow arrow.
Oh, okay. There you go.
You put it in order. Look at that. 20% off all orders during the month of March and April. They're doing that as a gift to me for my birthday month. And I appreciate that. They extended it. Look at that. Smoke free. Same effect. Who came up with that slogan, Chris?
I would hope someone at Mighty Kind that's paid to do that.
No, I did. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Yeah, so I'm appreciating that. And I'm really appreciating how the Picassos in the nation ain't playing around with the Mighty Kind recipes. I got to show what Ann in Jacksonville sent. So she makes Jello shots. So you see she got the ingredients out. Now I got all the photos, but I can't show them all. But I just wanted to let everybody know she makes Jello shots. She substituted a liquor for the Mighty Kind. Look at the Jello shots. I was like, that's what I'm talking about. So I'm going to have to put the recipe out there. It will definitely be out with the rest of the recipes. Look at her with her Jello shot. Shout out to ANC in Jacksonville, Florida, making the Mighty Kind Jello shots. Thank you, Chris. I like how you running that. So make sure you get your Mighty Kind. Go to bflat.com. Even though I haven't updated it yet, you can still put in the 20%. The 15% flyer is still up. You know, we got a lot to do on that damn website to get it ready for Music at the Intersection, Picasso Kickback. So when you go in, you still can put in 20%, even though it says 15%. And let me go on and sit up straight, Chris, for this because I'm so excited. You know, I'm excited to announce that Lavette Bostic won the watch party. Of course she did. She's the only one that did one. And she did it big. She set the standard.
Oh, wow.
And I think she intimidated folks because she had the big party, food, all her people there, people in different countries, not just cities, countries, 2 different countries, St. Martin and St. Croix, holding up signs saying, I'm joining Lavette's party. So, of course, she's the winner. I already told her. We already shipped her the Mighty Kind.
Wow.
And Mighty Kind, that's why they named Mighty Kind. I told Lavette to pick some people that are in her watch party that are in the different states. And she did. She sent the addresses, and we sending them the Mighty Kind. We don't want them to be left out. All the Mighty Kind can't be at Lavette's house because everybody can't be there. So we're making sure people in her watch party got it. So that's what I'm talking about. They already got their shirts. They already got their Picasso shirts. They are ready to go. And I'm so happy to announce about the celebrity that's going to be on. I'm not announcing it on Tighten Up Tuesday. It's for the people that won the watch party. But he moving his schedule around because he's on the set. And he's like, I can do this date. I can do that. I can do this. I really want to be a part of it. I don't want to just do 15 minutes. And I'm just so grateful that he's being so accommodating.
Who is this?
Don't worry about it. It's a surprise. And
well, you've narrowed it down. You've narrowed it down.
No, I haven't. All I know is
it's not a lady.
I said he is on set. So there's a clue. He's taping right now as we speak and probably rapping. But Lavette won, and her people, which is like 12 to 15 of them, including some Picassos that we do know that joined her party, will be having the opportunity to meet, chat with him, ask him questions, and just have fun. I'm having my music playing. We getting it popping, drinking our Mighty Kind, making drinks, all of that before we bring him in. So it's going to be fun. And then we're going to take a big-ass screenshot so everybody can see what they missed. So I do have 2 people that I have to reach out to regarding watch parties because people are interested, and they're going to be going on. And I like them. Who it is, they're going to be like, damn. Because you just never know who might pop up and who popped through. And my friends are very gracious to me. I love them. They do a lot.
I love that.
Services.
And people are excited about it. People will be more excited when they see it. In the live chat, we got Tammy Soto saying hello. I think I've found one of my relatives' burner accounts. This is Jennifer Grant. Says, what I love about this podcast and TFM podcast is Chris's interaction with the ladies and giving his updates on the live chats and just speaking on the 2 podcasts. MM thinking what I'm thinking says, Jennifer, your check's in the mail. Wow, first time for everything, huh? Shout out to Jennifer Grant.
Shout out to Jennifer Grant. You know, I always love to hear when new people are watching. That's what I'm talking about. That's how I know my reach is getting out there, especially when people are brave enough to say they in the comments. Because, you know, they be cutting up in the comments.
Well, and I'm sure everyone's thinking what Jennifer was saying, but she was brave enough to say it. So,
well, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Jump on in, get right on in the conversation. Quick shout out to Quincy, and I'm definitely saying a prayer for his mother. He's in Arkansas for a couple days down there taking care of her, and he's just been working his ass off on our staycation package design. So I just kind of want to show you something that he put together, and I kind of added to it. It's not done because we still have some things that we have to, this is like the basics of our anti-boring.
I was going to say, is it a boring staycation?
It's anti-boring. We gonna be kicking it. You're not going to have time to be bored. Not September 13th through the 16th. Not when you hanging with the Picassos. And
Very
look at
cool.
this lavish place that we're staying at, Chris.
Mm.
That's what I'm talking about. So we don't
Where's
have
that?
time to be bored. 21C Museum Hotel.
If you all look
Six-
that up, that's a new this year art museum. I believe it originated in Louisville, and then they're in New
Amazing.
like New York. It's a big deal. Yeah, so
Yes, it
check it out.
is.
Congrats to
They have
you,
like
B.
7 locations, and yes, we already locked in. I'm waiting on
I
the
always
contract.
it makes sense because we have the soccer team here now in the general vicinity of where that's at, and that's popping off, and a lot of things are changing. But it's always funny. I don't know if anybody else is like this in their smaller city. When you hear there's only like 7 locations of something across the country, I'm like, why here? What brought you here? But they're here. It's great.
Art district brought them there, in the city museum and everything that's popping in St.
It
Louis.
makes sense. It really does. Yeah.
So now St. Louis has 2 art museum hotels. So they're definitely giving the Iron Gods some competition. They're both amazing, but we going down there. And I love the fact that they're walking distance to the city museum and our white party. Like everything that we're doing is popping right there.
Very nice. There you go.
Yeah, so
B-Phlat in the city.
there you have it. So yes, and I had to push the launch back because we have some things to clarify with Chris before we can launch. Definitely some prices with the hotels, and just a few little things that we have to finish before we actually launch the website and registration. So the website will definitely be ready April 1st, and we're doing early bird registration April 1st through May 3rd. So I'm making that announcement. It's an executive decision that I made. None of the committee members know this. We had a meeting and it was set for March 11th, but obviously we're not ready. And there are some things, like I said, that have to be clarified. And I need some things from Quincy before we can throw them up on the website. So we just have a few setbacks like last year. But if you think back, we launched last year in April on 11th when Chris told us who was on the lineup. That's when we opened up our registration. So we're ahead of the game by 11 days. Look at it like that. Thank you, Chris. So, all right, you ready to keep it pushing? Those are my
Tight
shout-outs.
show. It's a tight show. I mean, we got started late because of you, but tight show.
Whatever. Chris, everybody already know they say it all the time. They know I'll be ready. They see me down here when I post my videos right before I'm saying I'm getting ready for Tighten Up Tuesday. I'll be down here at 7 o'clock. You know it. I'm dedicated. That's
Sure
all
are.
I can do. Thank you. So, and before I move further, I got to give a shout out to my people in the Cash App battle.
Oh boy, Cash App. You know what? $ B-Phlat will get you. I had to change my Cash App. I got hacked. You haven't been hacked at all, have you?
No, God, thank you, Jesus.
Good.
Phyllis Smith will always be leading the battle because she started right after the festival ended sending money for this festival. So shout out to Phyllis,
very
and
nice.
she's always getting it in. And of course, I have to give a shout out to Kathy Lafer, Sherri Kelly, Lavette Bostic, Verna Hendricks. Verna
So
sent me
nice.
this special graphics. Now this was the first. I've never seen. It was like a nice little card. It popped up. It was flashy and it had a nice little message in there basically saying she wished she could send more because she loves what I do. But she's so consistent. That's why I'm saying people money add up. And that's why they be in certain categories of the list. It's not about like they say, it's the turtle that wins the race. That's slow and steady. It doesn't have to be the fast person that's thinking they're giving this and that. It be the people that give $1, $2, $5, $10 every week. That adds up.
Oh yeah, it's a free. It's a free show. So if you can contribute and throw in whenever, cool. Love it.
And of course, I have to give a shout out to Jamie because she said it sounds like you need some. That's exactly what it said in the Cash App. Sounds like you need some cough drops. Exactly. And I got to give a shout out to Lena real quick in the Cash App because she donated to the Burned Up Weed Fund. Her and Irina, they topping my list.
$ B-Phlat.
Categories. They number one on my list. So I gotta do a dance for Chris. You got some music ready for me? so I can go and jump.
Oh, you want to do a little dance for the people? Give me
Of
just a
course I
second. We'll
do.
get
I
it
gotta
fired
do
up.
that for my early birds that hit me out the next day after this show ends.
Yeah,
They be hitting me up
they
Wednesday,
deserve some
Thursday,
dancing.
Friday.
Let's get this going. Let's
Please do. And you better not ever say nothing about Deja.
who's paid to do this? What are you talking about?
I feel like at some point you was paid to do it. You know how to do it.
No.
Ah,
Uh-uh.
ah, ah. You know what you're doing. You know how to run the boards. So
Not
you was
really.
somewhere. Look at that. I'm ready, Chris. I'm
All
ready
right,
to
hold
hit
up.
them.
Hold up.
Ah, my favorite. The hot.
See, this is the problem.
Oh, I don't know what you did. I ain't gonna get no music. I ain't gonna get
Yeah,
no
you're
music.
going to get music. Just buy some time. Be a team player.
Ah, don't be
Talk
mad.
about, oh, hey, while you do that, let me tell you about this thing I did the other day.
Ah,
Little thing, Band of Brothers. Watch it.
while Chris doing that, let me show you what spot I hit. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ah, underarms. You knew what song to put on. Oh, oh,
Break it down, B. Clean it up.
oh, it's a hot spot. How many minutes left? How many minutes left? It's a hot spot. 2, hit it right there.
Behind the ears.
Hit it
Get
right
it behind the
there.
ears.
Oh, not with the same rag. Hit it like this. If you have that rag up by your face.
I would hope not.
Well, then why you say that? Because you been throwing on
Listen.
Why do-
I didn't see you pick up a rag.
I ain't never picked up a rag. I've been hitting the hot spots. You probably don't even use a rag, Chris. You probably just get the bar
I
of
got
soap.
it. No. Nobody's bought a bar of soap since '93.
Oh, you probably squirt the gel in your hands and hit it with the, and then dry off.
I got a loofah, ma'am.
Okay,
Couple of them.
how many wash rags do you have, Chris?
I got 2 loofahs.
How many wash rags do you have?
I don't need wash rag. You got loofahs.
All right, how you wash your face?
Loofah?
Oh,
Like
so
a
you
piece
got
of French bread.
the loofah for your booty and the loofah for your face. Don't get them mixed up. I hope they ain't the same color. That's all I got to say.
Clean
There
it
we go.
all up. Don't leave a trace. All right.
Thank you. Oh, shit, I got to write that down. That's a shirt, front and back. Let me go ahead and give my DYK shout out to Makisha. It is Women's History Month. Yes, it is still March. And look, you know I'm getting it off the calendar she sent me. So I like to fact check information. I also look it up on the internet and pull stuff out and see what they say on the internet versus what they say in the calendar. And I like what they're saying on the internet. It's just the wording. It sounds like Daphne wrote it. So I'm going to read about your girl. Our girl, Edmonia Lewis, also known as Wildfire, July 4th, 1844 through September 17th, 1907, was an African-American sculptor. The first African-American and Native American mixed race sculptor recognized on an international scale. So let me just read about her. Born in upstate New York of mixed African race, Native American heritage, she worked for most of her career in Rome, Italy. She was the first African American and Native American sculptor to achieve national and international prominence. She began to gain prominence in the United States during the Civil War. At the end of the 19th century, she remained the only Black woman artist who had participated in and became recognized to the extent by the American artistic mainstream. In 2002, the scholar Molefi Keti Ashanti named Edmonia Lewis on his list of 100 greatest African American. That's what's up. So shout out to your girl Edmonia. And she lived in London. That's where she spent her last days, in London.
London.
Yes, that's where she passed. But she was from upstate New York. Go ahead on.
Those are great.
Edmonia, of course, that's some good information for me being an artist.
I
I
do
didn't
like
learn
that.
that in my classes in art school.
Speaking of art school,
Yes. Hmm. What about art school?
Fontbonne,
Farbonne University now. Anyway, so
did you see?
what about Farbonne? No, I didn't see.
Oh, B's
Did
alma
I?
mater shutting down next year.
Oh no, I wouldn't doubt it. Oh, I gotta look that up. I wonder why.
Yeah.
Maybe because I ain't getting no money every time they sent that little funky envelope here asking for
You're
donations and
personally responsible. Yeah.
mhm. They ain't need my little $50. Obviously they
They
did.
did.
Damn, my school is shutting down. I ain't mad. I ain't like that damn school anyway. I was not transferring. I was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Because if I transfer, I'm going to lose credits. I'm just going to push through. I had such a turbulent 4 years at that school.
Mm.
With them nuns and them other people that are a little lighter than me, they got on my nerve.
A little
That's all,
lighter than me.
that's all I got to say, Chris. Shoot, white. They got on my goddamn nerve. And I was like, I'll be glad when I get up out of Farbonne.
That's so crazy. I would have thought. I honestly would have thought you would have just had fun anywhere. I could see now. I could see
No,
teachers
it was
having an issue with you, but
Chris. It was no teachers. I didn't have no issues with it. I had issues with us trying to do programs there.
oh,
It
you
was
were
29 black girls and 1,000 students total. So we used to run it, and we had a lot going on. We instituted a lot at Farbonne, but we had to pull teeth to
yeah.
get things done. Yes, so it was a lot, but
Uh,
oh my god,
I want
I
to
said,
let me
fuck
clear
out.
something up. Let
Yes.
So, of course, the Picassos were going off in the live chat. So I said I keep getting pink eye. Is that bad? Uh,
Yes.
I I can't tell you the last time I had pink eye. I just want to
Okay.
Kathy. I only care what Kathy thinks because Kathy's nice. Kathy says you should not get pink eye that often. Look into that. I was
Exactly.
joking. I was joking because the loofah thing. So
Okay.
let's clear that up.
That ain't the only way to get pink eye.
I think I think fecal matter is like the number one way to get pink eye
And you can get it from stink eye.
from.
Stink eye.
I don't know.
All
Stink.
right.
All right.
Look,
What do you got? What do you got for us?
all right. Let me go through this fruit flip. I picked Shani. I'm sorry, Shawnee. I keep saying her name wrong because there's three ways to say it. Shani, Shani, and Shawnee. But it's Shani. Shawnee Brinkley in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. I spoke with her. We're basically getting ready to roll and get ready to start. So it was I don't know. I was looking forward to Florida, but according to my calendar and everybody else's calendar, that's also the thing that has to work with a frugal flip when I'm available and when someone else is available.
Hmm.
So yeah, I already know I have a lot going on and I can't be doing a whole bunch of flips, so I'm only doing two. If I get to the second one, possibly in October, but my plan is to do one the end of May, early June. It only takes me 2 days. I just have to be home and work on what I have to work on. But I have to get a flip in. That's the whole purpose of this show because my goal is to still get my own DIY show. The Lord is going to grant me that. It's coming. So I still have to do them. I might not be able to do as many because so many other amazing things are happening that may lead to that. But to make a long story short, I got to do one. So I picked Shawnee.
Okay.
And I'm excited about that. But I wanted to show this. I've been holding on to this for a minute because it's anonymous and they was like, oh, I want to show it when it's really done. But no, I want to show how a garage can get cleaned out and turned into something really nice. So I pulled this for Cheryl Paulette in Texas. Shout out to Austin so that she can see a garage that was flipped into a she shed. So I'm going to go through it really quick because, like I said, it's anonymous. That's a lot of stuff in that space. That's all I got to say. And they made it work. I don't know what the hell they did with it.
Ready?
Yes, keep it pushing. Thank you, Chris. I can see that they obviously primed the walls. Look at that concrete. You can see they didn't care about that floor because they probably were like, you know, where we're going to put something down. They just painted.
Covered up the lights. Yeah.
Yeah, covered up the lights. So the next photo.
Hang on. Nope.
I think that's right.
Nope. Almost.
Oh. Yeah, you forgot to show the
throw
other
them off. There you go.
double
Other
doors.
angle.
Yeah. Other angle. So they took the garage door down and put in double doors. So that can have the sliding double door. So that's some work. You got to have some skill, obviously, to do that.
Mm-hmm.
So,
and then we go.
They had some money to spend on that flip. So the next, now you see, look at that. That looks amazing. It's looking good already. Nice neutral color, nice floors.
You rent if that was in LA, you'd rent that for $1,500 a month.
2,000, easy,
without
2,000.
question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
This is the other angle. Look at that. So the gray door, obviously, they painted it black. I like that pop of color matches the fan. So you can see how they're pulling it all together.
Yeah, it looks good. That fan looks good in them.
Good eye. Look at that. Nice decorations. This is the she shed. Little mini bar popping over there. Probably a lot of stuff in that cabinet. But I like the accents. Look at that. And that used to be a garage. So Cheryl,
it looks cozy.
It looks very cozy. It's very small, but it's just enough. And I really like how they incorporated. Look, you can even see the little cat thing in where the Venetian blinds are.
Yeah, give me one.
It was like a little. It's a couple things in there for the pets. And look at that. Yeah, they got a cat and a dog. Maybe just a cat. I don't know.
It looks like just a cat. It looks like a cat. It looks like it's got a that's a what do you call it? A litter box, and you got the scratch post.
Okay. I saw the scratch post, but then I saw the 2 trays, and I was like, oh, maybe that's for a dog. 2 little, like the bowls.
It looks like a cat setup.
Yeah, I think it's a cat. But I like how they incorporated the area and the space for their pet. And that's what Cheryl was also interested in. So I appreciate that. So one of the things I'm not going to show a DIY this. I just have it is a DIY. I'm showing it as a demonstration. But I'm doing it part of the Frugal Flip as a request for Ann Carruthers. But I thought this was really good, and it's actually on point. This came in from Alicia Douglas. She saw a segment on Tamron Hall, and it was like a show called DIY Oh My. Basically, they had 2 people come on and reupholster a chair within 2 minutes with the blanket. So she thought it would be interesting if I could show how to do that on the show. And it's right on time because I'm actually getting ready to work on that chair. And there's a chair upstairs I'm getting ready to reupholster. So I wasn't going to do it live on the show. I actually was just going to do a video and talk through it. But I'm actually going to do it live on the show. So I'm going to actually set that up and shout that out to Alicia. So I'm looking forward to doing that. Because all it takes is some fabric and a staple gun. And you can do a chair real quick. So I do want to show people how to do that. And it'll probably take like 15, 20 minutes. So I'll make sure I'm really set up for that and we stay within the time frame, Chris.
Beautiful.
I just wanted to let you know that. So thank you for asking that. And that's what I like. I like when people inquire about things. And it just so happens I'm getting ready to work on that chair. I'm sick of that gray color. I want to make it red and make it pop.
Somebody inquired about the booze on this table. And I
can't see. It looks like a Johnny Walker Black Label.
There you go. For those of you at home.
Is that a vodka? I can't tell.
Look at that. That's a tequila bottle with the silver top. Looks like some Johnny Walker Black.
Oh.
maybe a bottle of wine. I'm not sure what the front part is.
Right. I didn't even look over there. I don't know why I thought that was a vase. I forgot I saw some tequila. That tequila is expensive in the white container.
Mm.
That tequila is dope. You have to open that up for a very special occasion. Like the end of the world or Trump made president and it's the end of the world and you open it up and serve everybody.
Dr. Kim J said, I believe it's Azul tequila. Is that what it is?
Yeah, and they make some dope bottles. They make exceptionally nice bottles. I've seen my manager got that for her birthday, but it was in the round one. It was like a circle. It was. I was like, go ahead on. I wouldn't be letting nobody drink that shit.
Oh man, yeah.
But it was a special occasion. All right, well, let me show my 4 little photos really quick in this little because I didn't get a chance to see. I want people to see how I utilize the actual my redos of my old bedding reuses. So these are mostly pillowcases and sheets that I reused. And it was 4 little photos.
Yep.
And
what did you want to see first?
Whatever you throw up. It might be the ironing board because I'm always getting the water stains.
And let me know when you want to see Shauna's stuff as well.
I want to see hers last.
Great.
That's who I want to feature next week. I want her to come on live. Yeah, so all I do when I get the water stains on my little mini iron board down here, I just take an old pillowcase and one of them big pins and clip it right up underneath. Keep it, pretty firm on the ironing board so that I can iron on it. I don't really need a lot, but, I don't like looking at the ugly water stains. And yes, now you see how I put the pillows on my bed. And it's just a redo and a repop of color. They were gray and brown. I was like, oh, I'm going to throw some pillowcases on these lumbar pillows. And y'all saw the demonstration how I wrapped them and just kind of folded them in and pinned them. I just wanted to give my bed a different little color. And then the other one, y'all know how I hang the curtains. That's 2 sheets that I hung up to separate. When you look down my steps, if I don't want to, if I want to have some privacy laying on my couch, I may not want to be looking up the steps. You may want to change. I change my clothes and do stuff right there. So
all this creativity and stuff, I think about that a lot too. Like I lived in a loft downtown a little while back, and I'm like, you would have made that loft feel like it had 10 rooms. I had like a platform, I put a bed up there, but it was just a big loft, bathroom, huge closet, kitchen, all that. But it was a city loft, and it had a lead up to the thing. I bet you would have made that place look crazy.
Did I have one last photo? Yeah, see, that's the one on my chair. That's the chair I'm getting ready to reupholster. I'm going to do red fabric on it. Because I really want it to pop. I need an accent chair. I don't want it to match my couch color. I use that because I had extra fabric. And I was like, oh, it matches almost to a T. But now I'm going to paint the frame. And I don't know what color yet, but I don't want that anymore. I might do bright silver. I don't know. All right, I have a quick demonstration I have to do. And Chris, we moving right on time. I have this quick demonstration that I'm going to do live, so you may want to put me on the big screen.
Don't forget about Shauna.
Oh, yeah, show Shauna's picture, because that's who I want. Missy Cage hit me up about butter and this lady, and I definitely want to have them both on, but I would love to have this lady on first. She lives in Atlanta. Her name is Shauna Jackson, and I know it's Shauna because it's Shauna. And this was like a project that she was working on and design in terms of obviously an event that she was working on. It's dope. So I'm just giving like a teaser because I saw her work. She does great acrylics, things like Joy and Angel do. And I want her on the show live. So Missy, I know you watching. Reach out to her and let her know that I definitely want her to come on hopefully next week. Because I've been looking at her stuff for a week now and I want to make it happen. But she's super creative, Chris. And that is why I want her on the show. All right. Thank you much. I appreciate it. Is my head cut off? Do I need to? It is a little bit. I'm going to tilt my screen up so people can see me. But also I want to make sure they can see the table. Thank you, Chris. Oh, thank you. Oh, okay. So let me show this. I'm doing this for, and it's like, this is the last of my scrap material. And thank you, Anne, for a reminder. Actually, I'm going to turn this a little more. Ann Carruthers hit me up. She said, you did a fabric frame for like a desk holder at your office or wherever you may want, or at your home, and you never showed how to make it. And it was made out of fabric, and I'm trying to make it, and I don't even know where to start. You didn't show how to do it. So this is the initial one that I made. And the funny thing is, I forgot I glued it in here. I was trying to break it out so I could demonstrate on this one. But let me kind of show you how it works. So this is what she's interested in. So let me take this stuff off of here. Because I was thinking, like, if you're at work and you have shit that you need to grab quickly that you may want on your desk and ain't always stuck up on the corkboard looking ghetto. You might have like tickets to an event, a flyer, you might have your key card or your name tag or something. So what I did was put a little pocket in here to catch all, and just some tacks up here, little thumbtacks, in case, say you got your parking ticket for work and you want to make sure it's handy. These are things you need to have available. If you're us, these East Coast people, you might have your New Jersey transit tickets that you need to get on the train when you leave work. I put little mini clothespins on here to clip things on here. So like I said, you could stick things on here. And I'll show you what I did. And like, you might have your work name tag. You might want to take it off. You might have to slide it every time you go somewhere and want to have it handy. So you could put it on your little desktop holder made from a picture frame. So I'm going to take all of this mess off of here because I'm going to use it for the other one and show you all how I made this. And I put this on here with the black marker. See, it just says mine. And like I said, this is just a piece of fabric. And like I said, I broke it trying to take it apart. So what you can start out with, I wanted to do a smaller one because that looked big and country. So this is a 5x7 frame. So let me just go over here and just show you how I started out. Let me take all of this out. None of it's where it should be. So I have an empty frame. And what I did was I took an old pillowcase. I'll show you right here. See how I cut the corner out? I cut the corner out at the end, obviously, that is sealed up, that has like the edges, and the corner like the pocket, because all you need is a piece of cardboard. I cut out a piece of cardboard the same size of the backing of the frame to kind of double it up, because this will give you the backing that you need if you want to put thumbtacks on it, because you'll need to have it, be able to have something to stick on it. So it just makes it easier to cut if you got an old pillowcase you want to use. See how you can just stick the cardboard in that corner?
Yep.
Like that. And then all you have to do is just cut this piece here. So you have your backing. So that's what I used that for. And then once I got the cardboard in on the back of the frame, and since this was a little raggedy, I actually had to make a piece of cardboard backing so that it could stand up because it was so flimsy. And I just taped it on there. So once I put the frame on the back and I stretched the fabric over the cardboard so I could have the backing, I just stapled it. So I'm going to step up close so people can kind of see the staples. You want to make sure you staple very close to the edge and around the edges, all around the edges, so that the frame, when you put the frame on it, the staples aren't visible. So you want to make sure that looks like that once you put it back in. So keep your staples towards the edge of the cardboard. So now this is the part I'm going to show you. I also took a black pillowcase right here. And I cut, because let me just show you the piece that I cut off. I cut off the top part where it's thick, where you actually have the design, where it's kind of like double fabric, where you actually put the pillowcase in. And I use that to make this strip. So what I did was I just opened it up and cut it to the length that I may need. And I'll just do it like this really quick. Now this is the part I'm not going to demonstrate, but I'll show you what I used and what I did. Because you know I'm a fan of stitch witchery. So I took my stitch witchery, which is the double-sided ironing tape, $6 on Amazon. And I just took a strip. I'll pull one out just so you can kind of see it. It's a piece of tape like this. And what I did was fold it over like that and ironed it on the inside. I mean, ironed it so that it sticks together on the inside. It has a piece of backing, like a piece of paper backing on it that you have to pull off. Stick it right down in there. It has a sticky side. And then I just folded it over. So that's how I got this strip. Same way with this strip. These are the strips I'm using to make the pockets. So I'm going to set this to the side. So here's the blue pillowcase that I use. As you can see, is the top of the pillowcase. Just so I could, because that's already thick and it's easy and it'll be sturdy for making your pockets on your desk frame. So the next move, once these got ironed down, you can see how nice and flat they are. You want to make sure you leave enough on both edges so that it can fold behind the frame. Then you can cut the excess off. So I'm going to put these on here like this. And I'm going to go ahead and glue them down. So my first one, I want at the bottom. I'm lining it up. Glue gun. And the reason why I like to use the tops of the case because they're thick. Because a lot of times when you use hot glue, it comes through the fabric and it looks tacky. So if this fabric is already doubled up, then you don't have to worry about the glue spots that come through and look a mess. So now, so this is my bottom portion. And this will be a little pocket. So now I want a little pocket at the top for little things, like I said, like maybe a key card or something to that effect. And I'm going to put it about there. I'll flip this up.
Great work, B.
Thank you, Chris. I'm doing the best I can. And I'm glad that Ann reminded me to do this because a lot of times I show projects without showing how I did them. And I have to be more mindful of that. So now I'm going to press this one down. And now I got my other pocket. So the next move is to put the frame in it. So you'll have to flip it over. And press it down in there. Really good. And I'm going to show you another quick trick. All right, so now we have that. So we got our little pocket here, and we got our deep pocket here. So I'm going to cut this excess off and then glue it down. These scissors cut better. And then I'm going to show you, because the back of it looks super tacky. And you never know what angle your desk is, you know, somebody may see it, or you might not want to look at it looking tacky. So I'll show you another thing that I do. But I can't do the whole process, but I'll give you an idea. Put that up. Cutting these pretty close. And a good trick is to make sure you pull these extra edges so that the pockets are tight before you glue them down. So I'm going to put it. And I'm using a piece of a clothespin. as my little glue smoothing stick so I don't have to touch it and get burnt. So
Good
do
tip.
that like that. And then this, since this end is down, I'm going to pull this one and make sure it's good and tight. Put a little glue there. And then put my stick there. Pull this one a little. Oops, not too much. I don't want to pull it. Glue there. Stick. Press it down. Pull here. All right. Press that down because it is hot. I can feel it coming through the fabric. All right. So now, because we have a back that looks like this, I think that looks super tacky. So what I do, because you have enough space, if you look at it, I have enough space within here, this little depth here, to put some backing on it. So what I did, I actually, let me put this here before I burn up the plastic on my thing. I laid an additional piece of cardboard out and lined it up. This is the blue line that I drew that I'm going to, you can see that line that I'm going to cut to put on the back of here. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. It's over here. I'm going to cut this to fit here and then add the extra piece there. And eventually I'll show how I put a piece of fabric on it to make it look better. So you don't actually see the back of the fabric. So let me cut that. I already marked the lines on here for this space. And that's why I'm able to cut it. And it doesn't have to be perfect, as long as it fits in this space. So this one will go back there like that. So this can still stand up. I just measured against this and that. And then I have these extra pieces here that I'm going to fit. I'm going to actually cut them and fit them into these spaces. Or just cut another piece of cardboard, maybe from here. Make my life easier. But as you can see, I already put a piece in the back. So let me just, I'm going to secure that one really quick. Let's put some glue in here. And the trick to making sure your glue, remember this piece fit right up to this leg, to this little, so you can draw your line maybe like a quarter of an inch away from that. You don't want your glue to be showing. If you don't plan on covering this with like some nice fabric, if you just want to use the back of a piece of cardboard, you don't want the glue sticking out. So there's one side of the back. So you see how I covered up the fabric? It don't look so tacky. So this is the front of your desk holder. So now I'm going to clip a few things on there. And the first thing I'm going to do is unplug this glue gun since it's burning up the plastic on my display table. All right, so here we go. Look at that. If you want to put your little card there, you might want to put your, like I said, oh, there's a red one. Fuck it. I don't like that there. Making my board look ugly. But anyway, I pinned like a parking ticket there. And like I said, you might have a flyer or something you want to put in here. And your key, your name tag. Not that you would have a big ass name tag like this. I would hope not. It's bigger than the damn board. But anyway, you can put little things on there like this. And like I said, you can buy cute little accessories like this that clip on in case you need to clip some things on. You don't want everything in the pocket. We get my flash rag. And voila. it doesn't have to be this junky, but as I was saying, this is just a demonstration of how you can take some leftover fabrics and hook you up a little desk holder. That was a little cheap project. I'm sure people have plenty of fabrics and old frames and different things like that around their homes. So just look at them and reimagine them. And like I said, put the tacks on there to make it look cute. Give it a little pop of color or something. It's very simple. And look, ta-da, and that glue is strong and sturdy. All right, that was my demonstration, Chris. I think I did that in a good amount of time.
I think you did too. I loved it. I think you should do this every week. I put up a poll that says, would you like to see some sort of demonstration from B every week? 90, well, we'll just call it 98% people say yes.
I love that because I love doing demonstration, but I also love when people give me ideas because I try to think of stuff, but I can't think of everything. And most of the time when I'm thinking of shit, I'm always thinking of things that I need. So I'm trying to think out of the box and start thinking of things that people need.
Yeah.
Because if I don't make it, I'm usually making stuff from my house. And I'm like, oh, I need to make this. Just like I need to upholster the chair. So that was amazing how Alicia hit that on point. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to definitely do that. And I'm going to do it live. Yeah.
Well,
so
drop B a line, email, Instagram. If you have ideas, you can hit her up. Frugal Flip, not Frugal Phillip at gmail.com. You can drop her a line or go to Instagram at the Frugal Flip page. Obviously, you can go to @FlatOutFunny as well on Instagram. Tell B if you have some ideas. I think we should see some more of those. I think that was great, and
thank you.
Looking forward to that. People like them, obviously. I mentioned the poll. Darlene says very creative. Kiana Maria says this is impressive. Crafting with B-Phlat. Luli Mao says coupons could go in there.
Exactly.
Cheryl Merrow's enjoying it. Dr. Kim J's enjoying it. Helena Carter, good idea for gift cards. Missy Shu, love this idea. Could definitely make this one. Kathy Lafer loves it. Very nice. Cheryl learned something new. Melissa, Makisha's watching on TV. Came in to say yes to the poll. I agree, Makisha. As a confidant of B-Flats, you should help her come up with some ideas for this. Solange says, very nice. We'll have to watch again if I decide to do this project. Yeah, that's what I think. I think you should do this once a week. We'll clip them, maybe make its own playlist on the YouTube channel, and then people can go back and check them out. So we'll see what we get into, but it's good to know people enjoy it. I personally like it for you. It brings in people that maybe wouldn't know you, and then they stick around after they see you make something DIY, and they see how hilarious you are. And who knows? We'll see.
Well, thank you, Chris. I appreciate it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad we got that good feedback. You know, I'm just always, it's a lot of work, and I'm just doing my best to make it fresh, keep it moving, keep people interested, and then really make things that people can use. Useful stuff. I don't want to just be making up shit. Be like, oh, look at this, and it's like tacky. I want to be able to make, I think this would look nice on the desk. It doesn't have to be big. It could be small. You can sit this right on your desk and keep your little stuff in it, and people would be like, oh, that's interesting. Things that you feel are important that you need to grab quickly, you know, just like having your spot. If you're always grabbing your key tag or, you know, going in and out of the building, if it's like right there, you'll be looking around your desk for shit. So
I love it.
Thank you. All right, well, you know what we got, and then we keeping it pushing. Irks and Works, Ask Chris DZ, the flyers.
Oh, wow. What's the Irks and Works?
Oh, can you please show my photo? It's a tire tread. That ain't it. Well, I don't even know where you got that from.
That was from last week.
I don't know how you got that. It's a big tire tread. It said Irks and Works. Because I'm so irked by whoever ran a motherfucking, excuse my French.
Here, tell everybody what's going on. What's in this photo? I'll find
it. It's a big ass tire tread in my grass, and it's like a big ass chunk of mud. And now I got to get grass seeds and go out there and plant. I don't know who the hell ran up on the curb, all up in my damn grass. And it's a big tire track. I'm like, out of all this kind of shit only happens to me. I'm like, oh, the curb. Why does this kind of? Oh. So my work is, you see that now I got to go out there. I not already scooped the mud back on to where it needs to be. I got to even it out, plant grass. I'm so pissed because it look a mess.
And that'll turn into an entire sidewalk like that. Like that's what happens in St. Louis. You can tell where people.
I've ever done that. As long as I've been living here, no shit like that ever happened.
That's why people doing U-turns in the.
No, I could tell they ran up on the curb, came from this angle, and then parked.
Oh, probably was wrong. They did that parking? Oh man!
Fuck yeah! So all I gotta do is look at the tapes, and I'm gonna see who car it is. I am. I'm put a note on the car and be like, "Be more careful with your parking. Somebody's watching."
Hilarious.
They gonna know it's me.
Oh,
boy. Like, in front of their house, it's got to be them. Chris. So I'm pissed by that. So the work is to watch the tapes. Watch it be somebody that don't even live around here. They was probably visiting.
Yeah, it was probably an elderly person having an episode, and you're going to go make their day even worse.
No, I'm talking shit. I'm just going to fix it. But I'm just irked by that. So my work is to fix it. Yes. Anyway, my Ask Chris Deasy is, it came in from me. I would like to know, if you're putting away silverware and you just happen to drop one of them, would you put it in the thing or would you throw it?
No, I'm sorry. I was jamming out. Sorry. I was,
you might as well go on and jam out.
Chris Deasy on the ones and twos.
I ain't never gonna have a mix. It's ready.
Turn my bass up. Turn my bass up.
For Sherri and Irina, go on, turn your bass up.
Go. Oh. You can tell this is B's favorite segment. Feeling it, B. If you have audience Ask Chris Deasy's, let us know. What's that?
I love that beat.
It's a great beat.
That beat. It's so dope. We want to change our thing to Ask Suge White. Let's do a poll. Should it be Ask Chris Deasy or Ask Suge White?
Get it right with White.
We'll get those results next week.
Okay.
I had to do that dance for Sherri Paulette and for Irina. That was for them. So, Chris, if you're putting away silverware and you drop a fork on the floor, do you put it in a sink or do you just put it up?
Oh, sink. I did it today. It takes like half a second to clean it up.
Just because you drop something on the floor, a fork?
Listen, I grew up, I had dogs. I'm here at the office all the time. I did it. I don't know what chemicals they're spilling on the floor back there. I don't know who's doing what. So yeah, a quick wash and you're in the clear. No pink eye.
Just took the good rags and wiped up the floor. I'm always wiping up my floor. Remember, that's why I had to get the different rag. Don't wash the dishes with the rag.
That's fair. Yeah.
So I dropped a fork. I was putting away the silverware, and I dropped the fork. I put it up, put it in the thing. Dennis was like, I know you ain't just dropped that fork on the floor.
Yeah, so Dennis is right. So Dennis is correct. Okay,
oh, my God. I had just got done wiping up the floor. I walk around. We don't wear shoes in the house. We walk around in our socks. So I was like, I just got done wiping the floor up. So how the fork gonna be dirty?
Listen, B, there's untold scary things on the floor. How about some?
What I got to say is, don't come eat in my house.
How about some Ask Chris Deasy from the audience? You want any of these?
Yeah, go there, Ask Chris Deasy. And
It's
then we'll show my flyers, and we did a tight hour.
That's right. Kiana says my timing's a little off. Probably. Dearest Way. Chris, how many times do you say "you betcha" a day? One today.
Yeah.
You betcha.
Oh no, Chris. I think you say that more than.
No, I feel like that's a Minnesota thing. Oh, you betcha. No, I'm not a you betcha guy, but I can be for the right price. So,
But you do say it a lot.
You betcha?
Yeah.
If I say it, it would be in jest, meaning I don't actually speak like that. I'm probably trying to play into a stupid stereotype that I get put into being on the shows and the abuse that I take from the audiences that I participate in. You betcha.
We don't get it, so we probably think that you just say it.
You just say it. I do like doing that. You ever do that? I like doing that where people will think you. I'm like, you think so little of me that you think I talk like this cartoon you have of me in your head. I'm weird. I enjoy putting people on their heels a little bit. Yeah.
We know that. You're just now weird.
Some people call it annoying, but
we'll say different from the majority that watches this show. I'll say that. I'll say that.
Okay. Oh man, I can only imagine the conversations behind the scenes. Any other? Let's see. Ask Tuesdaze. B does some questionable things in her house. Cali girl. I mean,
that's what I said. Don't come over here and eat.
It's Taco Ball Tuesday. We'll just say that.
It is Taco Ball Tuesday.
Solange, Kiana, everybody. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of people agreeing with me about the fork. Oh, goodness. Sharnice says, not you, white people. Okay. Okay, I'll take that. Dear's Way says, MM, don't forget the fake smile they be doing when they pass you by. Okay. What?
Oh, Lord. Now we went in a whole nother.
First of all, I'll take a fake smile over a scowl or like a non-whatever. And now, because this has become like an internet thing, because there's like some memes and stuff like that, I do that. I look people in the eye, smile and say hi when I see them in the grocery store. Most people smile, and it changes the whole dynamic of these interactions. But I also catch myself doing that's how I awkwardly.
But that's all right. Like you say, just do it, because I always speak to people.
I think that's nicer than nothing, especially.
Yeah. I don't like when I speak to people and they don't speak. That pisses me off. Because people in Philly do that. Because they'll be like, do I know you? Why are you speaking to me? So I'll be like, how you doing today? And they'll be like, where I know you from? Did you grow up around here? If you grew up around here, you can name 2 people on every block. Yeah.
Perfect. Okay.
I just keep on speaking. I can't help it. That's what I do.
Yeah.
That's country in me. Yes.
Yeah, that could be the same thing. So, well, great. Another Ask Tuesdaze. It's everybody's favorite segment. I'm glad we got to do it.
Well, Chris, would you like to? I don't want you to read all the flyer information, but I would like to. People need to see the flyers.
You know what? She can't give me any tips on the things, but she knows to tell me not to read the flyers.
Don't read all this.
She won't assist me in the photos, but boy, she'll give me rules on the flyer. Tell you what, March 29th, 8 p.m., Comedy in Harlem. Go see her. She's got Chanel Ray with her. And again, go to @FlatOutFunny on Instagram for more information. But if you're in Harlem, go see her, comedyharlem.com. That's March 29th, B. How was that?
Yes, that's my one-woman show. You failed to mention that. My musical comedy. Look at that. B-Flat's one-woman show. That's the first shit you should have read. You read all the little stuff.
I was embarrassed for you that you're comfortable with a one-woman show as such a strong stand-up. So, sorry. My bad.
Next. People are looking forward to my one-woman show.
You're good. You're good. I won't read that SOS Entertainment presents.
All I know is I'm in Hillside. I think it's Hillside, New Jersey. Yes. Me and
I gotta read this one. Hosted by Big Mama Badass. Advance tickets, $25. You can see SOS. That's $256. Not anywhere but Hollywood Avenue in Hillside, New Jersey, 7 p.m. to 2 a.m. Comedian B-Phlat, comedian Kobe Jack with 2 Ks, Kareem Green. It's Sean Reddick's comedy birthday bash.
Thank you. You, even though it's out of order, next. I don't know. Now March 29th. I'm sorry, March
23rd.
Oh Lord, I thought these flyers all looking like they the same fucking color. This is next week. Shit, I'm in Fort Lauderdale area. In Lauderdale, and I know a lot of people are coming, so I'm looking forward to seeing Picassos and fans. So this is gonna be a good ass show. Me, Coke, and Jay Anthony. And of course, we all love Marvin Dixon. I love him. He's an amazing host. This is gonna be a great show. At the Lauderhill Performing Arts Center next Friday, the 23rd. Or is it it's next Saturday, the 23rd. Because I have to get in and do radio early on that Friday morning. This is a show. See this show, this color is pink. The other shit is pink. It's pink, purple. I have 2 shows at the Harlem Comedy Theater. On Saturday, it's me and those ladies. On Friday, it's me by myself. 2 different shows. So I'm
as noted by the different flyers.
Well, I just want people to know because I don't want them to think they're going to come out and see the same material or the same show. It's 2 different shows. One is a comedy musical. I'm really working through the stuff for my special. So I'll be playing my trumpet and doing my fun thing, doing the stuff that I'm working out in my comedy special. Yeah. And this, I'll just be cutting up, as always, headlining and working with these lovely ladies. I love that she does Ladies Night every month. We need this platform because nobody gives it to us. They feel like we can't all work together. We can't have 3 females on the show with the men. It can only be 1 lady per show.
ComedyInHarlem.com for tickets.
When we all can get together and have a whole bunch of females on the show. And of course, I'm going out. I'm dancing out for Tina. And while I'm doing that, I'm sipping on my Mighty Kind while you show the last flyer. And we're calling it a night until next Tuesday when I get the flyer all in my face. Don't nobody get to see me.
Here you go. You want that? There you go. How about this? How about you give the people what they came here for? Dance them out.
Damn right. I'm doing this for Tina. I want you to get your Mighty Kind. You know, I'm always drinking on it. I'm always drinking. Oh, Peach Buzz gave me a buzz. Give me some music, Chris. Give me a beat. I'm feeling like that.
Good news. Good news is Deja won't be losing her job. I'm not cut out for this. Big thanks to everybody for tuning in. We're back live next week. Be sure to tune in on Two Funny Mamas as well. We'll have that this week. What's that?
Can't nobody see my dance with the flyer up.
Well, I thought you wanted the flyer up. Be sure to support B-Phlat sponsors. Everybody else, how about you go out to the Cash App dance?
How about my legs is tired? I'm about to turn these lights off, turn this money off, go to bed. Watch this.
B, you did it right. Big shout out to everybody for tuning in tonight. So much fun. Thanks for letting us hang out with you. We're back next Tuesday. This is me finding the outro. We're back next Tuesday. Be sure to go see B live if she's in your city. If you haven't yet, go follow her on Instagram at FlatOutFunny. Make that happen. Appreciate everybody. We'll see you next week.
You see the lights out. Shit. Oh, I'm sore.